Hey everyone, it's Ivan, KipBatch.com, out here with my posse,
Jetta,
and Ira.
And we're here to tell you about the 24-hour Rowathon. So, to be totally honest, I don't really like CrossFit, I don't even like people that much, but our local gym, it's actually pretty cool and there's some good people there. And they're putting on a 24-hour Rowathon. So basically, every hour you have to row 10 minutes, and it's for a charity. So a local charity, Village of Hope, pretty cool. It does stuff with like foster kids and stuff like that. And a couple of the representatives, I want to say like founders, board of directors, go to the gym. So they were there, kind of talk about it some. And they do some pretty cool stuff as far as kind of helping out wherever they can, to include like making backpacks for kids getting placed. So it's like, hey, your life's up in the air, but like, here's a semblance of home and stability. Like, people love you. So, pretty cool charity. There'll be links down below if you want to check it out, donate, stuff like that. But that's what this was for. So, we got after it with most people doing a 6 hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, a 6-hour block. My boys and I, and one of their friends though, we signed up for all 24.
So, we basically started rowing at about 9 a.m. and it was nice because I had like 2 baker's dozens of donuts, so I naturally ate about 3, and so did my friend and my brother. It was pretty easy in the beginning. Well, actually not really, because we had it on like one of the highest settings, which we didn't know about then, but thankfully later our dad turned it down. But it was definitely a lot easier in the beginning. And then kind of maybe an hour or 2 in, after everyone did a round or 2, then they started handing out prizes, like a raffle. So everyone there who was doing the rowing got 3 tickets, and then everyone just standing around and cheering them on got 1. And so my friend won an instant pair of underwear and a box that screams when you open it. So for clarification, the instant thing of underwear, put in water and it turns into underwear. Then my brother won this like fanny pack, but it looks like a big hairy man's belly button. And honestly, my friend's was probably the best one, but I got like a coupon for like a steam shower or something. I don't remember what it was. Or sauna, that's what it was. Probably the hardest part about the 24-hour rowathon was waking up. It's basically like you row for 10 minutes while watching a movie, then you pause it, you jump in bed, and then you get woken up by dad going, "Get up, it's time to row, get up." And it was hard because it was like every 40 minutes that happened. And at one point I had this dream where he was yelling at my brother, and the entire time I was like, "I'm standing right here, Dad," but I was sleeping the entire time. And it took me like 2 minutes probably to realize that he was yelling at me in real life to get up and start rowing instead of in my dream. It's definitely like a, okay, gotta hurry now type of moment.
Rowing, it was fun, but it was also kind of boring. I mean, we would row for 10 minutes, and then we would take 50-minute breaks in between, and we did that every hour for the past 24 hours. On our breaks, we would just like hang out, maybe go play some Pokemon Go, and then come back and do another 10 minutes. And it got harder as it got darker, because like we just got really tired, and it was not fun having to wake up every 50 minutes to row again. But we did it, and I'm pretty proud.
All in all, it was pretty cool just there during the day, like when everyone was there. Pretty much a party atmosphere, a bunch of music and stuff, and then some different games kind of spread throughout. As Jetta mentioned, some prizes. I ended up winning a pretty random one, Sweet Journal. And there were also some people doing, so while there were teams, to include a team from, I think, another local CrossFit gym, I want to say Wildland CrossFit. They were there rowing as well, which is cool. But there were a couple individuals, one rowing a half marathon, and then one of the gym members, Darcy, she ended up rowing a full marathon, like unbroken, which is a significant amount of rowing. And then of course there was some food, which was awesome. Basically kind of like little like taco bowls, I guess we'll say, I guess without the taco shell, and a bunch of smoked pulled pork, stuff like that, which was actually really good. And kind of the day wrapped up after that 6-hour block, and then it was just the boys and I. So we just pretty much grounded out. After that, kind of turned the music off, started watching movies. Went through a bunch of movies. I think first we ended up watching, I don't know, some Viking movie maybe, and then we ended up watching like Murder Mystery 2, and then the first one, a bunch of different movies through the night. But once it got like late, it started getting hard. In part, well, one, I guess food also. Had some pizza delivered for the boys, which was good. I had some leftover ribs, I think. And then once we got into kind of those late hours, we'd try and sleep, wake up. It's pretty rough. In part, 10 minutes of rowing, start to sweat by the end of it, and then you go climb in a sleeping bag, fall asleep, set my alarm, wake up like 40 minutes later. Hardest part is probably just waking my boys up, getting back on the rower, like rinse, repeat all through the night. Eventually, the exertion, lack of sleep, and arguable lack of nutrition, mainly hydration, caught up with me. And I think the last, I don't know, 3 of the times towards the end of it, woke up feeling terrible, threw up in the trash can, woke the boys up, got on the rower for 10 minutes, went back to sleep, woke up, threw up in a trash can, woke the boys up, got on the rower for 10 minutes, went to sleep. Did that 3 times. Finally got up and we're done with it for that 24 hours. Rowed our first time, I think at like 9 a.m. on Saturday, the last time, which was right after 8 a.m. on Sunday. It was a long 24 hours. All said and done, it was tough, and it was kind of one of those things for me where at a certain point, again, waking up, throwing up, rowing, I'm just like, well, I'm gonna finish this in part because I said I was gonna do it. And it's one of those like, where are the boundaries of ability? And I may or may not have found them, because I was definitely sick for like the next day or so after. Like it took me a good probably 48 hours to recover.
Yeah, I was in the bathroom when you ran in and barked right next to me.
I pushed him out of the way and threw up in the toilet. Was not feeling very good. Overall, how was the experience though?
Good.
But tiring.
The jelly beans were pretty tasty.
There you go, bring jelly beans. All in all, it was really cool, and it was for a cool charity, which definitely glad to do that as well. All said and done, kind of calculated it up, was keeping track of meters. I don't know, I'll try and add your guys' meters up and our total meters. Personally, I think I rowed, I want to say it's like a little over 56,000 meters. So 35 miles on that thing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long ways on a rower.
Don't need a flex, Dad.
Sorry. Yeah, it was a lot of work though, but overall it was a cool experience, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you guys. Mm-hmm. But yeah, another adventure in the books. And as always, thanks for joining us at kitbadger.com. Look forward to seeing you next time.